The Little Prince, Story 7. The Earth. The seventh planet was the Earth. The Earth is not just an ordinary planet. It has 111 kings, including, of course, African kings, 7,000 geographers, 900,000 businessmen, 7.5 million drunkards, 311 million vain men. In short, about 2 billion grown dash-ups to give you an idea of the size of the Earth. Before the invention of electricity, it was necessary to maintain, over the whole of 6 continents, a veritable army of 462,511 lamplighters. Seen from a little distance, that made a splendid spectacle. The movements of this army were regulated like those of an opera ballet. First came the turn of the lamplighters of New Zealand and Australia. Having lit their lamps, they went off to sleep. Then the lamplighters of China and Siberia took up the step, and then they too vanished behind the wings. Then came the turn of the lamplighters of Russia and the Indies, then those of Africa and Europe, then those of South America, then of North America. And they never made a mistake in the order of their entry upon the stage. It was magnificent. Only the lamplighter of the single lamp at the North Pole and his colleague of the single lamp at the South Pole led a life of leisure and peace. They worked twice a year. The little prince arrives on Earth. When the little prince first arrived on Earth, he was very surprised not to see any people. He was beginning to fear he had come to the wrong planet, when a snake appeared in the sand. "Good evening," said the little prince. "Good evening," said the snake. "What planet have I come down on?" asked the little prince. "On the Earth, in Africa," the snake replied. "Ah, then there are no people on the Earth. This is the desert. There are no people in the desert." "The Earth is very big," said the snake. The little prince sat down on a stone and raised his eyes toward the sky. "I wonder," he said, "whether the stars are set alight in heaven so that one day each of us may find his own again. Look at my planet. It is right there above us. But how far away it is." "It is beautiful," the snake said. "What has brought you here?" "I am having trouble with a flower," said the little prince. "Ah," said the snake, and they were both silent. "You are a strange creature," said the little prince at last. "You are no thicker than a finger, but I am more powerful than the finger of a king," said the snake. The little prince smiled. "You are not very powerful. You have no feet. You cannot even travel. I can carry you farther than any ship could take you," said the snake. He coiled himself around the little prince's ankle like a golden bracelet. "Whomever I touch, I send back to the earth from which he came," the snake went on. "But you are innocent and true, and you come from a star." The little prince made no reply. "I pity you," said the snake. "You are so weak on this earth made of granite. I can help you, one day, if you grow too homesick for your own planet." "I can. Oh, I understand you very well," said the little prince. "But why do you always talk in riddles?" "I solve them all," said the snake, and they were both silent. The little prince meets the flower. The little prince crossed the desert and met only one flower. It was a flower with 3 petals, a flower of no account at all. "Good morning," said the little prince. "Good morning," said the flower. "Where are the men?" the little prince asked politely. The flower had once seen a caravan passing. "Men?" she said. "I think there are 6 or 7 of them in existence. I saw them years ago, but you never know where to find them. The wind blows them away. They have no roots, and that makes their lives very difficult." "Goodbye," said the little prince. "Goodbye," said the flower. The little prince climbs a high mountain. The little prince climbed up a high mountain. The only mountains he had ever known were the 3 volcanoes which came up to his knees. He used the extinct volcano as a footstool. "From a mountain as high as this one," he said to himself, "I shall be able to see the whole planet at one glance, and all the people." But he saw nothing but sharp rocks. "Good morning," he said. "Good morning, good morning, good morning," answered the echo. "Who are you?" said the little prince. "Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?" replied the echo. "Be my friends." "I am all alone," he said. "I am all alone, all alone, all alone," answered the echo. "What a strange planet," he thought. "It is all dry and pointed and harsh, and people have no imagination. They repeat whatever one says to them. At my home, I had a flower. She always spoke first." The little prince discovers the roses, but when the little prince had walked on for a long time through sand and rocks and snow, he discovered a road. "And all roads lead to the abodes of men." "Good morning," He said that it was a garden full of roses. "Good morning," said the roses. The little prince gazed at them. They all looked like his flower. "Who are you?" he demanded, thunderstruck. "We are roses," the roses said, and he was overcome with sadness. His flower had told him that she was the only one of her kind in all the universe. And here were 5,000 of them, all alike, in one single garden. She would be very much annoyed, he said to himself. If she should see that, she would cough most dreadfully, and she would pretend to be dying to avoid being laughed at. And I should be obliged to pretend that I was nursing her back to life. For if I did not do that, to humble myself also, she would really allow herself to die. Then he said to himself, I thought that I was rich, with a flower unique in all the world, and all I had was a common rose. A common rose, and 3 volcanoes that come up to my knees, and one of them perhaps extinct forever. That does not make me a very great prince. And he lay down in the grass and cried.